Hello and welcome back to my garden. I thought I'd begin today's tour in the backyard where you can see a glimpse of my man shed, also known as the Mojo Dojo Casa House. The dojo gardens are super lush right now, with a lovely mix of purple and white alliums, bright pink roses, pale pink dianthus, geranium roseanne, and snow and summer ground cover. The allium varieties in the dojo gardens include Christophii, with its star-shaped florets, Mount Everest, a tall and elegant white allium, Atropurpureum, with its dark purple-red florets on sturdy upright stems, and Sicilian honey garlic, or Allium bulgaricum, which is starting to seed right now. Of all the alliums in the garden right now, I'm definitely most fond of the Christophii. The dojo gardens are absolutely stunning today. The air is charged with a delightful energy, and the playful yet serene vibe is simply enchanting. The alliums, like colorful fireworks frozen in time, add a touch of whimsy to the scene. It's as if nature itself is putting on a captivating show just for us. The Mojo Dojo Casa House, crafted by a previous owner, exudes rustic charm. It was inspired by his home in Astoria, and stands in stark contrast to the ultra-modern primary residence. Inside, you'll find a cozy haven, a destination for escape. Sunlight filters through the windows, casting warm patterns on the floor. Plush couches invite you to sink in, while houseplants thrive in every nook and cranny. The camellia gardens are looking especially lush. In fact, you can hardly even see any of the soil below all of the plants. There's a special place in my heart for bleeding hearts. They remind me of my childhood home. And now let's take a stroll down Wisteria Lane. As the sun dances across the garden, it illuminates a tapestry of blooms that have flourished over the past few weeks. My azalea is gracefully fading, making way for her fresh foliage. The clematis is also showing signs of exhaustion, leading the alliums to steal the spotlight. Alliums are seriously the best flower to bridge the gap between the spring and summer blooms. The lavender is beginning to unfurl its blooms, inviting bees and butterflies to a fragrant feast. If your garden is feeling drab this time of year, plant some alliums. They offer whimsical resilience and weave magic into your garden. Look at this cute little hosta nestled into some delightful sweet woodruff. And if you're looking for a filler queen, add geraniums to your garden. I love how they weave in and out of other plants. Before we enter the secret garden, I'd like to take a moment to ask y'all to subscribe to my channel. And I'd love to say a quick hello to the 1,075 of you who are already subscribed. Hello there. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And now, let's stroll into the secret garden. My entire garden is super relaxing and chill, but there's something about the secret garden that just feels right. As I walked through this morning, dew kissed the leaves as I slipped into this hidden haven. The weathered bench is one of my favorite destinations to enjoy a cup of coffee and a book. This is where I go to find solace, surrounded by the most lovely of blooms. Gardening in Zone 9A in Portland, Oregon has been an utter paradise. We have an extended growing season with gentle winters and summers that stretch their golden arms. Gardeners revel in this long growing season, allowing for both early spring and late fall planting. Portland receives an average of 36 inches of rain per year, most of it during the cozy months between November and March. This steady moisture nourishes roots, encourages growth, and keeps the soil happy. Needless to say, I love gardening here in Portland so much more than in the deserts of Salt Lake City, Utah. Now let's move into the front cottage garden. Do y'all remember 2020? While the world grappled with uncertainty, I embarked on a daring quest. The creation of my very own enchanted cottage garden. Within the cozy confines of my home office, a pair of elegant French doors beckoned me toward the verdant wonderland beyond. The pandemic had thrust me into remote work, and as I sat at my keyboard, I yearned for inspiration. With unwavering determination, I wielded my gardening tools and began to create a paradise that I could enjoy while working at my computer. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into seasons. The once barren patch of earth transformed into a tapestry of fragrant blossoms. Roses danced with daffodils, while butterflies pirouetted in the sun-dimpled air above the hydrangeas. As I type away now, the clatter of keys harmonizes with the rustle of leaves. My screen has become a portal, a window into a world where deadlines melted like morning dew, and creativity blossomed like wildflowers. Sure, it took some time. It was a labor of love, sweat, and maybe even a few tears. But when I sit here now, surrounded by nature's embrace, I know it was worth every ache and every calloused hand. For in this cottage garden, I find respite, inspiration, and the promise of endless stories waiting to be written. Thank you for joining me on this garden tour. Have a lovely day.